Salute, my Tiger Tribe family, elevating higher and higher through the use and practice of self-discipline. It's your guy, it's your man, Mystical Path, the Mystic Oracle, about to drop the hot fire on you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave your comments. As I said in my previous video, in the comments, leave a comment about what subjects and topics you want me to touch on, or whatever, related to, things you may be going through, your job, relationships, money, whatever. Just leave all that in the comment section, and I'll try to tap on it and address it when I can. But today I'm going to talk about masculinity. Women are attracted to masculine men. Women, ladies, are attracted to dominant masculine men. You have to stand firm in your masculinity every day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You have to be a man if you're wanting to attract certain things in your life. You have to stand firm in your masculinity. You can't allow outside influences and chaos to cipher your masculine energy. You have to cultivate your energy. You have to cultivate your mannishness, and you can't do that by begging other men to share their power with you. You have to cultivate your own power. You have to incorporate discipline in your life. We all have to do it. I have to do it. Every day you have to cultivate discipline in your life. That's the only way you're going to reach the highest heights of masculinity. A masculine man is disciplined. What do I mean by being disciplined? When you have learned to tame your demons. And as I said before, they don't totally go away. Your inner demons don't totally go away, and you shouldn't want them to totally go away, because you need that challenge while you're on this planet. You need that challenge. You need to be tested. You need to embrace being tested, because every time you pass the test, you go higher, you graduate. Every time you fail the test, you repeat. You have to embrace the test. What you have to do too is identify what weaknesses have you captive. And every man is different. Some men, it's gluttony. It's overindulgence. And gluttony is just not referring to eating. Gluttony can be anything. You could be an overeater. If that's your weakness, you have to address that. You could have an addiction to the internet. You have to address that. You could have a addiction to pornography, explicit digital visual scenes. You have to address that. You could have an addiction of scariness. You have to address that. You could have an addiction of overthinking. You have to address that. And life is you have to pace yourself. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Life is a marathon. You have to learn how to pace yourself, because you're not going to conquer these things overnight. The more you work on you, the more you see women drawn to you. That's the secret. That's the magic. That's the magic sauce, man. A woman likes to see a man in doing things in his own world, operating in his power. And a woman can tell when you're undisciplined. A woman can tell when you're untamed. A woman can tell when you're thirsty. Overly thirsty, uncontrolled, weak, scared to talk to her. Women can process these things quick. They can sense these things in men. So you have to address those weaknesses in your life, which are demons. They're inner demons that we all have. You have to address them one by one, and every day you got to fight them. Every day you have to battle them. You have to call forth masculinity into your life. You have to pray to the source for more masculinity and to help you overcome obstacles that keep you from reaching your full potential, which is masculine mannishness at the end of the day. Authority. That's what you are. An authority figure. You're a leader. You're a king. You're a prince. But you have to you have to remove all that clutter that's on top of all that. You have to bring your qualities to the surface. You have to bring that number one quality to the surface that's going to draw women to you. They come to you because they know you're a leader. They'll submit to you, but you have to, a woman will submit to a man that's masculine. A woman will submit to a man that she has confidence in the fact that he can lead her. He can take control in every situation. And not just the bedroom. The bedroom is a very important part of it. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to I don't want to totally focus on that aspect of it when it comes to women. It's important though. You gotta learn how to shake and move. You gotta learn how to be a boss in the bedroom. But that's only one part of masculinity. You gotta be a leader in finance. You gotta be a leader. You gotta be a leader in everyday life. Knowing how to fix problems. That's inside of masculinity. And every man has it within him. There's a masculine being inside of you, which is really you in a different dimension. You have to bring it to surface. Every man has it, but you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to identify those things that have you captive. You have to identify those things that have you in slavery. What are they? Too much video game? Too much alcohol? Look at the things that have taken great men down. Look at the things that have taken great kings and masculine men down, and ask yourself, do I consume these things also? Do I overly consume alcohol? Because alcohol is easy to get addicted to because it's easily accessible. You can leave your house and walk around the block and go to a package store and get alcohol. It's easily accessible. You have easy access to it. So it's easy to get addicted to it. Are you addicted to it? Are you addicted to it? Be honest with yourself. I mean, for me, I like to drink. I like to pour me a nice little drink every now and then. I like to go have a nice little drink every now and then. Because drinking calms you. Drinking calms the mind. Because it causes the body to flood itself with with a thing called GABA, which calms you. And that's why so many people just consume it, because it's calming. It makes you forget about your problems. It gives you this fearlessness. You can do anything. You get drunk, you get courageous. That's why they call it liquid courage. Because that female that you've been afraid to talk to, all these years or whatever, or all this time, you get a couple of drinks and then you spitting game to her. That can work for you or against you if you have control of it. And another thing about alcohol is alcohol reduces your masculinity. I'm gonna bring this to surface too. Alcohol, a lot of men think it's a benefit, and it can be when it's done in moderation, like a glass of wine or a couple of glasses of wine. Maybe a beer here or there. But too much alcohol reduces your masculinity. It reduces your testosterone. Yes, alcohol reduces your testosterone. Alcohol boosts the estrogen. Alcohol boosts the estrogen levels in your body. That's a female hormone. That's why men that overly drink, they get these seriously large guts. A lot of men that overdrink, a lot of them grow, their chest starts to get flabby. They grow breasts like a woman, and that's due to the estrogen produced by the alcohol in the blood. Oh yeah. It's fun while you're doing it. It's fun while you're out partying and with your boys and at the bar and everybody taking shots and everybody getting effed up and everybody drinking and the music and the females looking good and all this or whatever. Everybody just forgetting about their problems, and most people are trying to run away from their problems. That's why they drink. But you doing all that, you got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. The body's going to make you pay for that. Because the body's like, no, I don't need this much. You out popping bottles, taking whole bottles down. You do that over a period of time, and then your estrogen is boosted as a female's. And then you wonder why females won't come your way. Especially if she's highly feminine and submissive, she won't even come your way because she's like, man, this dude got more estrogen in his body than I do. Facts. If you're gonna drink and do all that, work out, do resistance training, push that estrogen out your body. Marijuana, weed, that's another. A lot of cats don't even know that. Smoking a lot of weed produces estrogen in the body. That's why a lot of dudes that inject steroids, that utilize steroids, they smoke a lot of weed. Because what steroids do, steroids boost your testosterone levels. And if you have too much testosterone, you're like a damn beast. You're like a monster. So they smoke weed to calm them down and put them in a chill mode. That's pretty much estrogen just making you calm. It's just making you chill and calm. Real just chill or whatever. Because if you didn't have that, or you didn't have, a drink or whatever, you'd be ready to knock down everything you see. And women can, like I said, their perception is high. They can zero in on a man that's not masculine. The things that you need to work on, just begin today. Start today, little by little. Change is gradual. Change is itty bitty steps at a time, and you conquer those things one step at a time. Then you gain confidence that you can overcome things. It's like I said, look, it's okay to drink every now and then. It's okay, everybody has vices, but reduce the amount of alcohol that you consume in your body. And not just alcohol, reduce those things that have you captive, that's stunting your growth and keep you from being the most masculine man you can be. And then you'll notice more women will want to be around you and want to date you, and because they'll be able to see that glow of discipline upon you. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Tiger Tribe, leave your comments. Let me know what you think about the video. Again, if there's topics that you want me to touch on, leave them in the comments and I'll get on them. I'll see you catching the next vid. Peace.